The more intimidating that goal seems, the greater the satisfaction when you smash it, and you will. Put myself out there and had a huge leap in performance overnight. Good morning. Welcome to another ultra cycling related video. If you're already subscribed, thanks for coming back. And if it's your first visit, I'm Andy. I'm an ultra cyclist on the south coast of the UK. The videos I make are about ultra cycling, training and adventures. So if you have endurance goals of your own, subscribe, follow along. I'm sure there'll be some useful nuggets in there for you. If not, maybe you teach me something. In this video, I'm going to show you why this is your year to take on that big event or ride that secretly, deep down, you might have been putting off. Whether it's a 100-miler, an ultra race, crit race, whatever it might be. And I won't just throw words and motivational phrases at you. I have a real example of an event I attended last year, put myself out there and had a huge leap in performance overnight. So I'll show you how that worked out for me. As I'm sure you can tell from the amount of wind and the red nose, it's still January. There's plenty of time. Just a shorter spin today, bit of a rest week spin, 40-ish miles, something like that, maybe some cake, let's see. And there's a storm rolling in tomorrow, some really high winds. Today's already pretty bad. You still have the cold temperatures, but with the wind picking up too. Not ideal. I think by this point, if you clicked on this video and you watched until now, you've probably got an event, maybe already booked on, or in the back of your mind that you kind of want to do. And I think as endurance riders, endurance athletes, it's kind of how our minds work anyway. I'm sure your story is much the same as mine. Can I ride 30 miles? Now can I ride 50, 100, so on, and it just gets out of hand. But sometimes those goals can get pretty lofty and just downright intimidating. And I've been guilty of putting them off, and I'm sure everyone else does. For me this year, I'm racing the Transcontinental race. That's a pretty intimidating race for me, but I'm just going for it. When I told people about this, certain people said they'd love to do it one day. They'd love to take that on. And they're people that I've raced with in other events. So really, they're at the same level that I am. And I think we just sometimes put that sort of thing off and think we'll do another event on the way there. Build up to it slowly. So that's the reason I wanted to talk about this. Just this week, my smaller event for the year came in. I got a place on All Points North. So I'm going back to Sheffield a second time to have another go at that one. That's the event last year that I had a huge leap forward in my performance just by putting myself out there and getting on the start line for that event. It went pretty well, really enjoyed the event. If you've considered that one, go for it. It's all closed for 24, but definitely give that a go in 25 or another year. Not too late though. The race itself, really enjoyed it. And it's the first time I started recording actually, on my phone, snippets for family and friends. But anyway, the wheels came off completely during that race. The first day or so went really well. I rode right through the night, the first night, and the following morning just had an awful crash, slowed right down, and from there on out it was much slower. Really struggled through. I think I finished 19th. Getting through it at all, really happy. We did have very good conditions that last year. When I got to the end of the race, I made a point of sitting for the finisher's meal with the guys who came first and second. Make some connections, follow them on Strava and stuff now, but also be a bit sneaky and get some pointers from them. That's a really good thing about the ultra community. For all they know, the next event, maybe they're racing against me, they gave me a huge leg up without realising, and they did, and they don't care. And that's why I'd say go for it and get involved in an event a bit sooner. All the while you put it off and build up on your own steam, you're potentially missing out on all the benefits of getting in the mix with lots of other riders, lots of other really good people, and learning. It'd be a real shame if anybody else was nervous, creeping towards an event, when actually they're quite ready for it, and you gain so much from it. In my case, in that event, what I learned was my nutrition wasn't right. I felt like it was pretty good, but it was not as regimented as it needed to be. The guy that won, his nutrition was extremely regimented, and it made a lot of sense. You might be watching this and thinking, you idiot, it's obvious. Sometimes it ain't. It's obvious we need to eat enough, but fueling for ultra is really difficult. This guy had programmed his Garmin to alert him every 30 minutes to eat. I didn't even know you could do that. Straight away, I programmed mine to do the same. And the next event I was at, I wanted to test it. For me, the next event is a 600 kilometer Audax for PBP, and what a step up that was. If you know Audax, they're not races, but it's a mass start event with lots of people on two wheels. Some people want to do it quickly. When we left the start in central London, I was with a group for maybe half an hour and decided to push on ahead. I didn't see anyone again. Got all the way around that 600k, all through the night, eating every half an hour on the dot, a cereal bar, half a sausage roll, whatever it might be. And I felt bloody great. But all the way to the end, to Alexandra Palace, was the first one back by about 4 hours. I was really happy with that. Again, not a race, but I promise you, people towards the front are kind of racing it. So that's an example I can give. Well, I wish I never held back, and I won't anymore. Yeah, there are safety concerns with ultra, and you have to learn survival, how to get by and sleep in a bivvy, find food, be safe. But the quicker you get into Audax or whatever it might be, the quicker you're going to learn. And I think if you creep along at your own pace, it will be slower. And on top of that, the more intimidating that goal seems, the greater the satisfaction when you smash it. And you will. Almost home now. It's a really short one today and a short ride as well. But hopefully, if this helps even one person nail down a goal for 2024 and jump in with both feet, I'll be really happy. Let's give it a go. Anyway, enough waffle from me. Have a good week. And I'll see you on the next one.